So the message coming through, guys, is for the prodigal one, okay? And you left either your family home, but I'm not going to limit it to that. You could have left like a relationship so you could change your children's lives also, okay? But you left a situation here so that you could finally break, I'm going to say, a whole way of doing life. Welcome to Angie Baby Intuitive. Thank you for joining for your collective message. It's an absolute pleasure to have you all here. I love, appreciate, and welcome each and every one of you. Now, I don't usually start with these, but we're going to start with these. It's almost like it was every aspect, total control. The way you love, the way you talk, having to keep certain secrets or hide certain things in shame, maybe. The way that you're allowed to show feelings, and that can be towards even your own children. The way you do everything, okay, that is coming through. And it's not that, you know, please, I'm not downing anyone's family life or da-da-da, but if this is for you, you know it's for you, so you're not going to be offended by what's coming through. And if it's not, just leave it for whoever it is, okay, guys? We've got sacred space. I find peace, security, and contentment when surrounded by nature's beauty. Oh, this doesn't even belong in there. Okay, well, that's meant to come out. When surrounded by nature's beauty. I find peace, security, and contentment when surrounded by nature's beauty. Love it. All right, we've got white sage coming out here. And we've got divine badass. We've also got gypsy. So this could be, you know, when you left, you decided to just venture out, find yourself, explore things, but also explore yourself is what I'm getting right now. Be your own hero. I love that. All good things are wild and free. Beautiful. Brave and true. Be brave and true. And we've got free spirit also coming out, guys. Absolutely lovely. Angel of truth. I'm so glad I started with these cards. So glad. And this little bad boy is sitting in the middle. Sacred space, number 7, could be relevant for someone. I find peace, security, and contentment when surrounded by nature's beauty. This could be where the gypsy sort of comes in, okay? Free and wild, brave and true, being your own hero, free spirit coming out here. White sage, the cleansing, the healing, the releasing of old toxic energies and old and negative energies, okay? Love it. Absolutely love it. All right, let's start into our normals. Beauty. Oh. Okay, what have we got? Clarity and the earth. We've got the earth coming out as well. We've got hope. Immediately when I see the earth coming out, I'm getting sacred space. So this definitely could be, you know, you decided to hit the road and just live, I don't know if nomad's the right word, but live like a gypsy, right? Because gypsy was also coming out. Hope, dark night of the soul, surrender, illumination. That just tells you back to your own joy. Trusting your intuition, communication. So this just tells you journey right here. That's your reading. So we've got hope, dark night of the soul, surrendering, then illumination, then touching joy, trusting your own intuition, you know, communicating with the heavens above, okay? Creativity, battle, protection, divine mystery. So amazing. That in itself is a little mini reading. A little I forget what Dave calls it. A bloke called Dave calls it. Okay, we've got beauty, the earth, clarity, clearing, and we've got the sexuality card coming out again. This has been coming up quite a lot. Clarity, clearing, yeah. The earth, beauty. Seeing the beauty within yourself. Using your energy, your beautiful, beautiful energy here, okay? Your loving energy, the most powerful energy, to move past what you felt encapsulated in, okay? Seeing the beauty in everything still. Touching base with nature to find clarity, to clear blockages, to clear your mind, to clear, you know, the binds that sort of kept you trapped. I'm picturing that, is it the Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords, whatever it is, Seven of Swords, where she's bound, right? But you have the power. You've got the power to release yourself from that. Clarity, clearing. I love the gypsy with the earth. Angel of truth is with clarity here. Love it. And clearing with wild and free. Beauty with free spirit. It felt really restricted. It felt really tight on you. That way of doing life, like I said earlier. It's not that it was wrong, perhaps just wrong for you, okay? Definitely doing their best. What they felt was the best, okay? And if you grew up in this, you noticed things but you didn't feel comfortable to say anything, like you would prefer just to keep the peace and keep your mouth shut and just go along with, I'm just getting right now, no point. There was no point. So there's no point sort of arguing your point, okay? You just sort of knew what you were allowed to say and what you weren't. And you just followed the line, you towed the line. You knew if you brought certain things up, like it would start an argument. Okay, let's pull some tarot. You're so beautiful, okay? And you're so loving. You've got all this beautiful, loving energy within you that you would have rathered walk on eggshells and keep your mouth shut than upset people. But you definitely saw past, yeah. You saw what you needed to see. You recognized, like, you recognized the truth. But in order to keep things balanced and peaceful, you chose to go within yourself. chose to go within yourself, but it also was a blessing. It was a good thing that you went in within yourself, because you realized, you know, who you are. Like, you realized the power that you actually had. It made you stable. It made you it brought you into union with God. It brought you into union with yourself, with your higher self, even with your spirit guides, with your intuition. It led you in a different direction. Spirituality. You know, your family may have been very religious. Oh. But you chose a different direction. As everyone does, you had your limit. We had Dark Night of the Soul coming out in these cards. Second. You lost hope in the way that things were, in the way that you were being told to be, okay? And you went through a Dark Night of the Soul, which led you to surrender to your own truth, to see what was being illuminated before you. Because what's bringing me to that is like breakdown. It's not like you know, you hit your limit and then there was a great big blow up. For some of you there could have been okay, but I really am getting that it was more like you had a breakdown. You are this free spirit, and you just, that was it for you. There could have been conflict, okay, but I'm getting more that it was just like, all right, adios, I'm out of here. I'm following my personal want, my personal needs. And it was something that you contemplated for quite some time with that Four of Cups too. But it got to that point and it was just like, okay. It was like for some time your energy, your soul was out the door, while yourself was, you know, that shell of yourself was just waiting to sort of catch up with your soul, with your energy, with your choices, with your pull. Okay, there may have been a conflict over the choice that you made. Okay. Bickering and conflict over the choice that you made here. But you weren't going to spend another minute of your life, okay? You'd already wasted what you saw as wasted a lot of your life, so you needed to move towards what fulfilled you, what gave you this feeling of abundance, this feeling of you being your authentic self, this feeling of like, yes, I can create what I want. I deserve to have this. I deserve to be this way. I deserve to be able to think that way. I deserve to be able to dress how I want, or go where I want, or, you know, be with who I want, socialize with who I want. I'm ready to lead my own path. But there are other people who didn't quite feel that way. For some of you, it was like cutting contact with certain people, like it was cutting it off. There were certain people that you had to just absolutely cut off in order to walk away from that whole way of living someone else's life, because that's what it boils down to in the end. For some of you, it was a little bit messy, okay? But I don't think the messiness came from you. It wasn't like, for some of you maybe, okay? When you hit that boiling point, okay, things are said, you act in certain ways, or you say certain things that you don't mean. I don't get with you that there is this, but everyone's capable. I was going to say capability of this within you, but then everyone's capable under the right circumstances of, you know, getting boisterous and loud. It might have been boisterous and loud for you, but it came across, it's like it wasn't, you know, swearing and volatility and da-da-da-da-da. It was just more you finally voicing your opinion and probably speaking louder than what you were used to, or than what other people are used to seeing you or hearing you talk like, okay? Slamming of doors, even. Okay. Four of Cups, Five of Cups, Seven of Cups. But the Star. Knight of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Empress. Page of Wands. It was a fire in your belly. You needed to do this. You needed to cut these ties. You needed to go on your own journey, okay? Even if it sort of left you feeling at a loss, or feeling segregated. Black sheep energy, feeling segregated from the people that you really did love in your life, but you couldn't carry on like this, okay? They left you no option, or no, not they left you no option, but you felt like you were left with no other option than to open your eye to the truth of your situation, your truth, okay? You needed to heal yourself to move towards what made you happy. People may have said, you know, oh, you're selfish and you're just being dramatic and you're so ungrateful and disrespectful. Look at everything that we've done for you, you know. This is people. Look at everything that we've done for you. But you just needed to find your feet. You needed to express who you are. You needed to grow. You needed to grow yourself, find yourself, be yourself. She even looks like a little bit of a gypsy. Feeling sand between your toes, I'm even getting. And it was definitely something that you had to follow, okay? Even the King of Pentacles, even though it broke your heart, you needed to explore your path, your truth. Oh, with the Emperor and the your truth. You were done living everyone else's truths, okay, being drilled into you. It's like, I'm out. Even for some of you, like if you hear from certain family members or people touch base with you to check in with you, or not, maybe not now, but through the period, if people checked in on you and stuff, it was like you would hear certain things that were being said, and like it was really hard for people to sort of let go of your freedom, your will, your choice, your free will. To accept what your free will, where your free will led you, rather. You didn't want to hurt people, I'm telling you, I feel it. There's too much beauty and love within you. I'm going to say it again, beauty and love within you. I even get, you didn't want to cut the ties, but that was the only way that you saw to deal with this. It was the only way that you would allow yourself even to make this choice. Because if you went back and had a conversation with, I don't know, there may be particular people in your family that you felt very loyal to, okay, and or very close to, very connected, okay, very connected to, let's say that. And if you had gone back and had a conversation, you would have probably caved, and you knew that, so you stuck to your guns. And you stuck to your guns because you were literally dying inside, okay, is what you felt like. You were dying inside, your heart was dying inside, your soul was dying, okay. There was just no give and take, so you had to give to yourself. because if you stayed, you wouldn't, you know, it wouldn't have worked. Your viewpoint was like, you only get one life. It goes so quickly. And it was like, I've had a good, this was the reasoning, I've had time with you guys, not in a selfish way, but like, we've experienced life together, okay, but I haven't experienced myself. For me, I'm thinking like, you knew that there would be a point of like return. It wasn't an easy choice that you made, okay? But you made the choice, and this is where it led you. Look at this, Lover's Strength, 5 of Wands, 8 of Wands, to the 9 of Pentacles, to the King of Pentacles. Like, it was worth it. It was time to give to yourself. There was a good portion, here you go, this is the better way to put it. There was a good portion of your life that you gave to this, that part of your life, and now there's a portion of your life that you wanted to give to you, and then there would be a portion of the life where you believed everyone would sort of come back together and everything would be fine. So in your mindset, like, everybody's happy. I need you to know not to feel guilty about that, like, not to feel guilty about it, okay? And it's like time went so quickly, because what I'm getting is that it took you a long time to find yourself. It took you a long bloody time to find yourself. People that you would meet would think, oh gosh, you know, like a jelly bean in a jar, right? Like bouncing here, bouncing there, trying this, trying that. Just trying different things, trying to find out what you liked, what you didn't like, you know. Being in situations where it was like going back. So choosing different things, like it's just like taste testing almost, you know. You needed to find out what you liked. You needed to find your place outside of, well, that aligned with what you wanted, not going back to what was, not literally going back to where you came from, like where you left and where you cut off, but not being in the same sort of situations, right? Really following a path that was true to you. You managed to do that in the end. It wasn't easy, and it wasn't an easy transition on leaving either, okay? Growth. I've got twin flames. Ace of, so new truths, okay? Dealing with your mind. We've got renewal, we've got celebration, past suffering, transcendence and unity. nurture and compassion, apology, forgiveness. I do think that you will, if you haven't already, touch base with certain parts of your past, okay? That is going to heal this. Heal parts of it. Fingers crossed, and hopefully all of it, okay? But definitely a lot of growth that has gone on. People thought you were all over the place. I'm talking about people that you were meeting, I mean, before this. But you were learning. People didn't understand that you were learning. You were remembering yourself. You were learning yourself. You were, even with the twin flames here, like you may have met somebody, okay, that sort of you connected with and understood your what you've gone through, understood exactly because they went through the same thing. But what I'm getting here is that you were learning yourself. It was almost that life was one part of you and there was this other part of you that you had to learn and gain clarity about, okay, remembering that part of you, remembering, you know, just touching base with that. We had the, what was it? The High Priestess coming out before, like just getting in touch with that side of you. Even going through forgiveness of yourself for making the decision that you did, but a lot of growth came from that, a lot of renewal came from that, a lot of abundance, a lot of, you know, celebrating that side of you, like your authentic self, celebrating that part of you, even though, you know, the past was the past. But we've got the past with the unity here and the nurture and compassion, so I do think it's going to move into a stage where it sort of comes back together here. We've also got receive and open rather than limitations and fears. Oh, and distance rather than distance. People need to be open with themselves. We've even got offer here, okay, and spirit guides for assistance. Yeah, you were learning yourself. Learning about yourself. Learning to live in your own skin. Learning to think for yourself. Create this new foundation for yourself. Yeah. Oh my gosh, High Priestess again. Look at Seven of Pentacles. So figuring out what you like, what you want, you know, figuring out where you fit in with people, what sort of people you fit in with, if not controlling, tell you what to do, dictatorship type people. I'm not saying that is what your people were, but you know, the reality is that if this is already, you left for a reason. But building solid foundations here. Where do I fit in? What do I like? Da 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 da. Getting in touch with you, you know, not getting in touch with, but where do I fit? Building solid foundations whilst being the High Priestess that you are, being that spiritual, beautiful, kind, loving person that you are. Where do I fit into the world now? Releasing yourself from other people's truths. Again, coming out, Ten of Swords, bringing that to a completion. As a matter of fact, where do I fit into the world? For some of you, you may question, like, am I just running from my past here? Okay, am I running from my past? It's not you running from the past. It's you trying different things, growing into yourself, into your true self, and then trying to understand your past, or understand yourself and where you fit in, I guess, maybe, you know. Let's get one of these. This could be also like how they were raised, okay? So this could be an understanding that you sort of come to. This may be something that you became to understand about them, about the people, about them, or the people, you know, whether it's numerous people or one person is irrelevant. All things are lessons God would have me learn. It takes great learning to understand that all things, events, encounters, and circumstances are helpful. I thank my Father for his gifts to me. Each day 1,000 treasures come to me with every passing moment. I am blessed with gifts throughout the day in value far beyond all things of which I can conceive. That is absolutely beautiful. This is what you have brought into your life. We've got the abundance here. We've got the gifts, celebration. Also, the High Priestess coming out, so getting in touch with yourself. There's unity here, you know, your groups of friends that you've met, you've had experiences that you wouldn't have experienced in this lifetime, and they are abundant, far greater than, you know, coins. Okay, I've got coins here, coins there, just looking at. It can be but myself I crucify. You have no idea of the tremendous release and deep peace that comes from meeting yourself and your brothers totally without judgment. Love this. Just as we were coming out of saying, for some of you, are you running from your past or whatever it was earlier, and it's like, don't judge yourself. This was something that you felt that you needed to do, and therefore you need to do this. I mean, hey, God could have been guiding you down that path, because this is your personal journey. Regardless, we all make our own choices before we even get here. So this is the path that you chose. This is the path. This is how it's meant to be. And also other people signed up with you. Okay. It's almost like with the High Priestess here and this little bit here, as well as the Ten of Swords and the Devil coming out after the High Priestess, that you came to another turning point, right? So another limit, like you were living and then you got to the limit and then you left, and then you know, you came to another turning point where you just sat comfortably in yourself. We also had the Queen of Wands coming out earlier. So just standing in your power, standing in your truth, standing in your, you know, newfound self. You're not trying to prove yourself to, because at one point I'm getting that you were trying to prove yourself. See, I can do it on my own. See, I'm, you know, with the, you know, when you would hear the stories that I'm talking about. So, and people were still talking about the choice that you made, but also on, you would, oh my gosh, I'm confusing myself. Hang on a minute. Let me just catch that back. Oh, you would disclose little things, like you enjoy to disclose little things of like, yeah, I've got a job and I've got a new friend group. I'm going out to dinner on blah, 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 blah. And you don't feel the need to do that anymore. You don't feel the need to validate your choice anymore. That's what it boils down to. There we go. Thank you. Let your emotions flow. There are a lot of feelings within you, and it's time to let them out. Your emotions are powerful messengers that allow you to express the tender, more vulnerable parts of yourself. Don't fight against this, for in revealing the natural part of yourself, you are also revealing your beauty and gifts and allowing others to witness the most authentic parts of you. There you go. Orion, visions of the future. Your life and future are in your hands. Wow, this is the best bit of guidance that you could get from our beautiful God. Your life and future are in your hands. You are a powerful manifestor with the ability to call in and create the life of your dreams. What you focus on with unwavering faith is what you will experience. Focus your energy not only on what you want, but on feeling the way you want to feel, for the feelings are what will bring you the safety and connection you desire. That's beautiful. Bring peace where you can. I love that too. Love that. Okay. Activation for this water guardian. I trust my emotions and I let them flow with ease. Absolutely beautiful. And activation for visions of the future. I am the visionary of my future. I absolutely love that. I'm getting right now that you've made some really powerful choices. They may have been small, okay, but they've been very impactful, very powerful for your personal journey. And it started with the choice that you made to, you know, to walk your own path. My happiness can be measured by the level of my faith in love. That's why I'm telling you, when I was saying earlier about, I don't think that you may have raised your voice for your level of talking or for your level of expressing yourself, but you're just so full of love. When I move my body, I bust through all that blocks me from my true health and vitality. So the wild and free spirit coming out there, the gypsy coming out there. When I respect my money respects me. Building yourself an abundant life, right? We had the Nine of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles coming out after those other cards. I can't remember what they are right now, but it was a hard decision, but it was worth it in the end, okay, because this is what you have built. Whenever I compare myself to others, I simply say this prayer. The light I see in them is a reflection of my inner light, and you better believe that, because it's true. Obsessing over the outcome of a relationship gets in the way instead. I let go and allow. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, let me have a little look. What shall we... I think we're going to bring it to a close, but we might get one of these quickly. Fear is a thing. It's just another object in the universe that you are capable of experiencing. Well, you definitely overcame that, that's for sure. Simply permit the pain to come into your heart and pass through. If you do that, it will pass. If you are sincerely seeking truth, you'll let go every time. Wow, this is what you had to do. You literally had to go through this yourself. What if it is really true that God is not judging? What if God is loving? You are also very loving. I'm getting that if you're not already there, you're going to get to a point where you can actually think about, you know, your past. Oh, sorry guys, I just need to, I'm feeling like I need to sneeze. It's not going to come. What was I saying? You can think about your past without feeling any emotions towards it now. It just simply is. That is what I'm getting with you. You're even maybe starting to or if you may have already started to reintegrate with certain people, with certain members of, you know, whatever group it is, whether it's your core family or whether it's partner or partner's family, or, you know, getting involved with the children and seeing it doesn't really matter. But there is, I feel, if it's not happening now or it hasn't happened already, that it can be happening soon, okay? Effort, self-love, leadership, pride. There is a need, and happy ending underneath that. I don't think that it's necessarily you, okay? It's taken you a lot to build the life that you've built. You're treading carefully because you don't want anything to interfere with that. There's someone's pride maybe that gets in the way, okay? You may have moved towards like a field of creativity to build what it is that you've built. You've learnt self-love, you've learnt leadership here. It's taken a lot of effort, or there is going to need to be effort to bring this relationship back together, perhaps. Oh, let's get one of these. 444, I am protected. Trust your journey, trust the way your life unfolds, and trust that you are where you need to be at the present moment. So there you go. There's your answer right there. Grief for the time. Maybe there's grief for the time. It's very important for you to get back into, this is just your heart, right? Attend to the details, go deeper, see the bigger picture. Practice gratitude underneath that. Hang on, let me just pop this away. This is the one I have got my eyes on. Speak your world into being. Well, you've already done that for your own personal journey, and if you want to bring your relationships back into oneness, back into wholeness, okay, you are more than capable of doing that. You do suffer. There is grief that you suffer from the whole situation. This is something that you may still be working through, okay? And it's not necessarily grief for the here and now, but maybe grief for that younger part of you, or grief for conversations that you haven't gotten to have with certain people, okay? I don't want to touch on certain things, but maybe conversations that aren't going to be able to take place because of this time of separation. But that can take place just speaking, okay, to soul. Also even grief for those family members that may not be able to get to see who either can't or won't get to see you for who you really are, who you've grown into, who you've blossomed, I should say, into. But even with that grief, man, see the bigger picture. Even with that grief, it doesn't mean that you made the wrong choice. Go deeper. Okay, there's more healing for you to do. There's more for you to look at. There's more for you to work at. There's more for you to work through. Okay, see the big picture. Look at what you have gained, not what... don't look at the past. Look at what you've gained, okay? And the fact that you feel that way just shows the enormity of your heart, of your love, of you know, that beautiful, beautiful energy that you carry within yourself. And remember that you didn't walk away because you didn't love them. That it wasn't because you were being selfish, right? You walked away because you had to start loving you too. You had to start loving and giving to you too. Before we do that, I'm just going to grab one of these, some of these, or however many come out, so show us what we need to see, because yeah, look at this Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, Five of Swords. Took a little while to get there, okay? We've got the Devil, we've got the Six of Swords, Devil, Six of Swords, Emperor here. Seven of Wands. Like a release. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, the Wheel here, the Wheel of Fortune, change, right? Change, turning point. You need to know that because of the choices that you made, the lineage moving forward will change, even if that starts from you. But you've impacted other people as well, whether that's in your core family or whether it's people that surrounded you in a relationship, but definitely for your own children. And also for people who are around you, there was an impact that was made that you may not get to see and you may not understand, okay, or you may not get to see the benefits of, but just know that this is bringing forward change, okay? Definitely a peaceful change, releasing change, different structure, right? So there's things are changing. Things are changing. The Emperor, Six of Swords, the Devil, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. It's blooming. It's growing into happiness and abundance and all of the goodness, right? Full of love, love of self, love of other people. Like, there's no more of this, oh my God, what's right, what's wrong? I can't fight this anymore. I'm not gonna, you know, there is change. This trying to control other people's minds, this trying to control everything is changing. It's changing, and you need to know that you're a part of, because of the choice that you made, you created that change, okay? Even if it's like younger people that were watching you, like it may be your siblings or cousins that you grew up with, or friends or kids or future kids, whatever it is, okay? You're changing it. You're changing something for them. Walk your own path, lead your own path, follow what you believe, okay? Follow love of self. Be open, you know, open your heart, be loving, be kind. And family, regardless, in any capacity, doesn't have to mean giving all of yourself, right? Doesn't have to mean losing yourself, because you can be you and have both. I love this one. I am limitless. I am aligned. You are limitless, and you are very well, you're more aligned than what you were, right? You made a powerful choice, and that's not changing, because the power is in how you choose to live now as well. Okay, and you don't have to be worried about everyone else. You don't have to be worried about fixing anybody else. You don't have to go back to how anything was, or explain to anyone. Well, I know there's going to be conversations around that, but I don't think that you need to explain to anyone your reasons, your personal reasons for choosing you can explain why, maybe for your own self, you know, so that you don't have to carry all of that on you. But you certainly need to speak up for yourself. You've got the power to speak up for yourself, so that you don't take all the blame, right? Because all you were really doing is building a life that was honest for you. A life where you could actually breathe, okay? I'm adaptable. That's so beautiful too. I am insightful. You are highly intuitive and creative. Your mind thinks in pictures, and you seem to draw information and ideas from out of the sky. A powerful drive to know the oneness of all things. You are insightful. You are a self-starter with very innovative ways of creating opportunity. Your determination and endurance are powerful. Wow. That is so you. Don't forget that you are the one that was brave enough to step out and do what was right for you too, you know, to step out of that being told what to do what you wanted. You are a self-starter with very innovative ways of creating opportunity. Your determination and endurance are powerful and will help you get through rough times and reach success. You're innovative. Beautiful. You are highly creative with a strong will to succeed. Your imagination is highly charged. It reveals itself in everything you do, from your sparkling conversation to your most prized projects. You are inspiring. You certainly are. You are an inspiration to the people around you. You've made a bigger impact than what you realize. You're strong and important. And you made some massive, massive changes, whether you like to, or whether you get to see it, or whether you like to acknowledge it or not. I felt like reading that again, but I'm not going to, because I've read it once, and you can always rewind it. You have a great ability to take in and process information on both conscious and subconscious levels. Your curiosity is endless, and your desire to dive deep into a variety of subjects will bring you an immense awareness of the world. You are intelligent. That may have just grown, you know, when I was talking about different, when that message was coming through about you moving into different things, and people are like, oh my God, you're scattered, you everywhere, you're jumping from this to that. That was you learning yourself, and you've learned a lot on your journey. Your heart is your... That is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. Your heart is your gift. You are a natural born nurturer and have a great talent for helping and healing others. You are the epitome of self-sacrifice and a protector of those you love. You are nurturing. What just came to me just now is that you can walk back into that situation if you choose to, because you've got that power. You've got the power to choose that. If you choose to, you can walk in as a healer. I'm telling you, your energy is going to be healing enough. So if you haven't taken that step yet and you want to, okay, this is something that you've been pondering, like take that step, guys. You are in possession of incredible creative powers, and it is assured that you can achieve anything you wish. You are aligned. This is the one I love. There is no beginning and no end. All is infinite. It is time to develop your spiritual side. Wow. You are gaining new insight and understanding of both godly and earthly things. Absolutely amazing. All right, we're just going to pull our teeny tiny affirmations. Thank you. I hope we get new ones today. I hear benevolent messages loud and clear. I am my own healer. You are a healer for so many others, you have no idea. I embrace the love and power of my cherished self. I honor my divinity, guys. Thank you. I anchor the boundless light in my heart. I am divine. Yes, you are, you divine, beautiful being. You high priestess. You just beautiful heart. This is your reading. If you resonate, please pop a like on the video and share it for other collective to be able to receive this message. If you vibe with my energy or you would want to become a part of our beautiful soul collective here, please subscribe to the channel. It also helps to reach more people. And if you'd like to stay up to date with messages that come through, hit that notification bell, guys. Thank you for bringing your energy through to bring these messages through. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Spirit. I really do love, appreciate, and welcome each and every one of you. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Keep shining.